Let me talk you through the video analysis part of this. So pick one of these. I'm going to pick AB1. Feel free. They're all the same, and there's a naming convention here. I'm just going to pick the first one for lack of imagination. What it does is it sticks it down here. You see it there. That means it's in my download folder. That's the way I've told Chrome to deal with these things. You're going to, on a Chromebook, if you're using a Chromebook, you'll save it to the downloads folder. Or it might ask you, it just depends on how your Chrome is set up. Okay. Then we go to this document here. And unless you're signed in as your ttsdstudents.org person, you won't be able to see it. So it'll ask you to sign in, or it'll say request access. Don't request access, just sign in as your ttsdstudents.org email. And then to follow the link, you click on it, then you click on the link it brings up. All right, good enough. They're telling us about cookies. All right, and then at this point, the first thing we want to do is choose a file. And I'm going to choose from the downloads folder that file that I downloaded. There it is. Okay. And I want to kind of make that video as big as possible. In fact, actually, you can do this. You can go screen layout. I just want to see the video. And that's as big as I can make the video. Okay. And on the left side here, there's a system button. You want to press that. And the first thing it'll be select is 1.0 scale. Now notice that there's a meter stick at the same distance from the camera as the air track. That was not an accident. So select that meter stick like that. And it'll say, what is that? Because it's telling you that's 534 pixels. Tell it that it's 1 meter. That's fine. Okay. Then you want to click on the origin button. Okay. The origin tool. And what we're going to do here is we're going to correct for a rotation in the film. And this is not, by the way, super essential. And since we're not using position, we're just going to use velocity. It doesn't matter where you put it. So I'm going to put it right there. And then grab it here, slide your mouse all the way to the other side of the screen, and move it up until it's parallel with the air track. Wasn't quite parallel. Don't know how that happened. Okay. Now click on the gear button. You see that? And you want to advance it 5 frames. You'll go mad if you try to do every frame. 5 frames is enough. Okay. So there we go, right? Now we're going to choose add on the upper left side here. Okay. And what you want to do is kind of go through the video here. I'm just clicking, and every time I click this, it advances by 5 frames. Not 1 frame, but 5 frames, you can see. Okay. So I want to figure out, when did my right hand leave that cart? It's on the cart, it's on the cart, it's on the cart. I feel like it's left the cart now. For sure it's not touching the cart now. Okay? Do you see that? Look at my hand there. This is crucial. You don't want to start at the beginning. You want to start at this point. This is important. You'll have to redo it if you don't do that. Now we're ready. We've got the add tool selected. It's a crosshairs. Now if I click right on that little nut, which is what I want to do, it'll put a blue dot there, and then I won't be able to see the nut that I'm clicking on. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put it just above it like that and click. Now I'm going to put it just above it. And all we really care about is the X position here. If I move this up and down, it doesn't matter. Okay. Alrighty. This is where you need like some joke. Okay, the grasshopper walks into a bar. Bartender laughs. He says, I serve a drink named after you. The grasshopper says, you serve a drink named James Julius Rothschild? Is that funnier than Kevin? You have a drink named Kevin? You serve a drink named Mark? Could it be a girl's name? You serve a drink named Ashley? I assume it's a male grasshopper. Now here's the deal, right? How many clicks did I do before? I don't need to go all the way to the end of this video, especially if you're doing like the little glider hits the big glider. It doesn't move very fast. I just want sort of about as many clicks after as there were before. When you think you've achieved that, you certainly want to stop before it hits the end. This has got to be really fun for you guys. You know, you can speed up and slow down videos too. Not this video, but not the video I'm analyzing, but the video you're watching right now. Okay, that doesn't it look like I think there's enough points afterwards. We're good here. Okay, so so when you're done clicking, make the graph as big as possible by choosing the layout icon. Okay, so just go up here. That's this thing up here, the view options, right? And I just want to look at the graph. So let's go graph. Whoop. There we have it. And now we're going to go over on the graph and we're going to choose X velocity and we don't want anything else. And you will see very dramatically, here's the velocity before, here's the velocity after. And clearly there's a systematic error for those first few points there. Okay. Now, when you select it, you've got to be careful. You don't want to select, like, oh, well, I'm going to select that. No, 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 no. You're selecting it while it's changing. You even select it after. So what you want to do is find the one that's clearly before. Like this one's happening during the collision, possibly during the collision. I don't know, right? Okay, so select it like this. Okay, and then you're going to choose statistics, view statistics, and it'll pop up a little thing there. And then afterwards, we want to select, and I'm suspicious about that point. So I've got enough points here really that I can squander that point. And then I'm going to do the same thing, view statistics. Okay. And then if you want to, you can, so right now what you want to do is you want to write down the mean, the min, the max. The mean is not mean as in Mr. Murray is so mean. That's mean as in average, okay? The min and the max. That's what you need, is just the mean, the min, the max. Okay, you can also just screenshot this, right? I'm on a Mac, so it's like control. It's shift, control, command 4. It's the one thing, but Macs have a whole variety of different screenshots that do different things. So there's that, right? And then I can actually paste that into some document like that if I want to. But anyway, that's the video analysis part of this, right? And what you want is that if you are doing a Google Doc, go ahead and do a screenshot of that, which for your Chromebook, I believe is, I don't know, I can't remember, but it involves, I think it's like Control Shift, the button above the 6, but it might just be Shift or Control, I don't remember. Anyway.